Alright, guys. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. Figured I'd get a nice little hot take video in. Probably now is a good time to do, I think, a bunch of hot takes. Remember, at this point we had I think a really good content drop last night. I'll probably be able to do some good videos in that new Cell Max fight. I actually kind of like this added to the meta of kind of like the other fights we have. I think the same thing could be true with the Gamma 2. Well, I don't know. I guess the Gamma 2 fight kind of is similar-ish to the Triomite Goku. It's kind of a similar thing. But the structure of the Cell Max fight is different than some of the other big fights we've had recently. Like God Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Omega, these types of fights. Cell Max is structured much differently, which makes it a good fight to add to the mix. I don't think it's like a meta-defining fight or something like that. Like, oh my god, the game is reset. I think it now is a good time for them to do that next GDC. Which is a little bit over a month away at this point, but we'll see. A month from now, damn it, it does seem far away considering there's not that much until then. But a month from today, essentially, is when the countdown starts. Kinda. We have a Dokkan Fest, then Peppy Gal banner, and some easy A's. We'll see. All right, so let's jump in. I just a little bit ago I saw a particular part of this thread that made me want to do a video on this. So let's get to it. Before you think I'm LARPing. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, always good to see players on the game. Actually, you know what? Okay, sure. Boom. There you go. I'm bro, not a LARPer. Lots of Dokkan scream time. I gotta show love, of course. TEQ Pan is still a top 10 TUR. That's a little high. Now, listen, TEQ Pan is very good. She has a beastly kit. So I'm not really too interested in attacking Pan. It's so funny because I hated TEQ Pan when she came out in 2022. But that's why I started the terminology, the TEQ Pan slot. Because back then, I would do let's pull it up. I would do these videos. So it's like something like TEQ Pan, no item, every, and it should pop up right here. Yeah, here you go, right here. I would do these, right? I'd take the team, and we'd no item all the red zone stages, right? It was fucking brutal because that TEQ Pan slot came into play, boom, blast, just nonstop. That shit came into play nonstop. Yeah, let's take a look. Why don't we just pull it up? So this is 2022 Pan back here, August 11th, right? So in my brain specifically, I remember this fight, baby. I remember Pan attacking in slot 1. Is Great Baby int or something? He is int. Yeah, he's int. Dude, dude, Dokkan 1 footage. It looks like we're looking at the Stone Age right here. Look at this shit, dude. Damn, it does, like, without battle motions and okay, yeah, wow. Okay. I would say I do like the way it looks a little bit better now. But yeah, so right here, like, bruh, we lost so many runs from TEQ Pan getting bullied in that TEQ Pan slot, right? Although I don't even know, do I run TEQ Pan in slot 1 here? Yeah, hell no. We have Gohan who's able to handle business there. Yeah, but I would do those, and I hated TEQ Pan back in 2022. Very unfun unit a lot of the times. However, I absolutely love what they did to her Easy A. They took the spirit of this character and they ripped it up and threw it in the garbage, and that's exactly where it should go because they created a demon here. Rainbow orb changing, multiple turn support, stacking, dodging, high damage reduction. She has so many abilities. I think it's just I don't know. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to TEQ Pan top 10 talk. I mean, this doesn't look bad to me. Once we get here, though, I'm sorry. Like, I like TEQ Pan, but above Whis, now we're talking craziness. But, I mean, if you had Whis right there and then TEQ Pan, I'd probably be a little bit more on board. But Pan is very good. There's no way in hell we're going to downplay Pan. Even just today, in the new Dokkan Frontier against Cell Max at the end, Pan will do very good right here. Right, Pan will be incredibly good against this Cell Max exactly right here, right? So, okay. Yeah, she really does help the in Super Saiyan 4s, right? She's a great Easy A. She is what an Easy A should be. TEQ Pan. Like, I think she's just a great easy. And she's still, I mean, we're now 6 months later, 5 months later, and she, you know, I don't have her as high on like a tier list as I did back then, but she has not fallen off. And she's been very useful again with all of her abilities, right? Tech Beast would not be nearly as glazed, loved, or coped for if it wasn't the fact that he's Beast Gohan. Uh, yeah, duh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It it's fucking Beast Gohan. Yeah. Like it's, we're gonna do this song and dance with the fusions and stuff all the time. Yeah, that's true. Wait, community has a tendency of hating a unit just because of the character pick and not their actual kits? I mean, maybe at the start. I don't feel like it's very common where I mean, I remember when LR Kale and Khalifa gapped the game, people were upset that it was Kale and Khalifa gapping the game. That is an instance I can definitely point to. Examples include Int Hit. Int Hit had gameplay, like, it was, I mean, people were mostly mad at his gameplay issues. They were mad that this character didn't fuse into Kefla. This is the worst fucking pick of all time. Episode 1 Kid Goku. You could, like, bro, come on. Episode 1 Kid Goku for Saiyan Day last year. I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry. Like, manga panel 1 Kid Goku. Not a great pick. Now Tao, I mean, the game was very dead at the time, but I mean, funnily enough, true. We did get Metal Cooler Army in the same spot as Tao, and Metal Cooler Army is, I mean, in like probably the top 10 best characters of all time. And like, people, weren't really super interested in Metal Cooler at the time either. And then Baby Gohan and Goten. Well, I mean, that's because it's literally fucking, okay. Baby Gohan and Goten. Yeah, you got me there. That's the one. Yeah, no one cared. Straight like it's just a forgettable character, right? Like that's where Iron King did the whole end of an era thing but it's like, oh my god, the views are so low for Baby Gohan and Goten. It's Baby Gohan and Goten. Like, loving a unit just because the character pick is hype. Tech, he was fucking hated. You're talking about Blue Kaioken, right? We're talking about Blue Kaioken. There's not another one I'm forgetting. Yeah, you're not talking about this guy. You're talking about Tech fucking. People hate him. What are you talking about? What? All right, we're getting off into foolishness here. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, okay, is this not supposed to be a hot takes thread? This is like Mr. Free, like right now I'm playing Arkham Origins. I'm loving this shit. I remember when it came out. I never played it back when it came out. I remember people not liking it when it came out. Arkham Origins. Like I remember very clearly. I'm loving this because this is just a prime Batman game. I mean, they don't make these anymore. I am just like, it's so good. Like, bro, this is like gaming to me. This series, I love like like Predator stuff where you're sneaking around taking down the dudes, and then the detective mode shit. Oh my god, so good. But the DLC, which I'm gonna get to, this is the reason I'm playing it right now, because PS3 store is gonna be shut down. It's Mr. Freeze DLC. Um, this is Mr. Freeze DLC level take right here. We're just moving on. Person we shall not name. Who? I don't. This is now we're getting to be like Iron King, King of Vagueness. I don't. Person we shall not name. Who? Oh, actually, that's probably Alan. I do know who they're talking about. Alan would not have Tech Beast in the top 4 when the fact that he's a Beast Gohan. That's probably true. I assume this is Alan's. That's probably true, but Alan, I mean, people get mad at me for this, but Alan knows the game better than most of y'all on Dokkan Twitter, man. I'm sorry, he does. He does. Gohan characters, he tends to get a little bit loopy, and it seems like Cooler, sometimes he gets a little bit too anti-Cooler, but that stems from Tech Ultimate Gohan versus SCR Cooler literally 6 years ago, right? You take out those two characters, and I find Alan to be actually pretty reasonable in the stuff he's saying about the game, right? Beast is a little bit flawed, but he is also. Here's the thing: why I expect more people to like this guy. This is the fucking hardest hitter in the game. Don't y'all love damage? I thought y'all all love damage. Do you know? Come to his defense. That's your damage king right there. Another example, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, but I mean, he's good. And I mean, okay, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a good one, right? Because, I mean, you know, want to know how I could point to this too? So, okay, so like Rainbow Cell Max, brand new Rainbow LR, right? We're at 80K right there. I did just a video taking Gogeta into the current meta fights, right? And at 80K, the exact same number. There's a different level of aura and swagger to that character, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But like we know this. It's not, this is not rocket science. Everyone was hyped. Yeah, because it's fucking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta! What are we talking about? People overglazed him. Maybe some, but I don't like I never felt like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was like, oh my god, people are talking about him like he's God and he sucks, or like he was always very good. He kind of wait, is that true? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta struggled in there? What? No? Isn't that wrong? No, this is wrong. You're confusing this with the Int Gohan fight. Yeah, no. Um Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was actually very elite in that fight. Because he was able to tear Gohan's ass up before he would kill you with the crit plus dodge cancel combo, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would destroy this dude. He was actually super good for this fight, I remember. The fight you're thinking of is this one. Yes. It's this. Because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would get one shot by this Gohan. That's what you're thinking of. It's this one right here. Right? Because the damage was so high from this guy right away. Damn, this was not even a year ago. And I just looked at his damage and thought it's not that crazy. This is a year ago. Oh my god, dude, power creep is exploding. So this is what? This is a 13 million super? Is what this is? Okay. Damn, I looked at that and I was like, it's not that bad. Okay. All right, this is a very, I mean, I guess, if you don't have, Twitter Blue or something like that, you gotta just do a bunch of replies. I guess that's fine. Yeah, okay, this is what I saw, and I stood up and clapped. Old UI is better than the new UI. Firm new UI hater. Okay. So right here, I do disagree. This I like what. So let's just pull up. Oh wait, we've got it right here. Yeah. This looks better. Come on. I think the game looks a lot more lively with this, and then of course having battle motions and stuff like that. I do think this looks better than this. But this, bro, can we bring this back? This is so much better. Oh my god. Dude, I wish there was a button to where you could focus in on teams. This was so much better. Man, I miss this, dude. Damn. I mean, there's nothing really different about this, really. I mean, I guess because yeah, this is not really super different than what we have right now. Neither is this. This is pretty much exactly the same as it is. The one difference I guess I would say is this is probably before the tag, the little tag thing you could type on it was there. But yeah, this, whew, too good, too good. Yeah, look, oh my god, what were they thinking? So bad, dude. So bad. So much better. Oh. I mean, there's something wrong with this. Something wrong with this. Wait. Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that screen. And I mean, the old way, nah, I like the new way much better. Yep. Okay, we just read that. Oh, what's this? Okay. 9th anniversary, 10th anniversary. I think a lot of players would probably agree with this. Let's see. This is not like something super crazy to me. The overall unit quality definitely much better for 9th anniversary. Yep, so here's the 9th anniversary LRs, 10th anniversary LRs. 9th anniversary went 4 for 4. But there's not, okay. Yeah, so this is where you get big points for the 9th anniversary. If you're like a 9th anniversary is the best celebration ever, or a huge celebration. I mean, it had one of the best like drops. It's that and 2025 GDC for like best 4. Well, I guess 2025 GDC is probably Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, and I mean, you can't say they're anything other than a strong hit either, right? So I guess 2025 GDC probably wins, but 9th anniversary does also have the strongest character of all time in STR Beast Gohan. Every unit was amazing, could easily clear all fights. Yep, sure, but I mean that's true for almost every character even nowadays, right? 10th anniversary only went 3 or 4 out of 6. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true. Yep, no one defend. It's crazy. No one. It's like Nano. There's one other person on Twitter, and like that's it. That's it. That's it. Yep, glaring issues. Yep, where no one's disagreeing with that. In Goku and Frieza, I think saying they're better but a flawed unit is fair. That's fair. I hate that character, but I mean that's a fair. Once you got to Goku, he was very good. Right. Oh, yeah, let me see. One of the most potential man units in the game, could do a lot of damage, could tank a super attack. This is where I need face cam. Imagine the face I'm making right there. He could do a lot of damage and he could tank a super attack. So what are we doing here again? Bro, y'all gotta... Some of y'all, I mean, I know y'all do this for me to make videos. At least some of y'all. I'm sure, like, some people do probably just make threads because they see other people doing it, and it's a good way to kind of engage with the community, right? So it works. But some of y'all definitely make this. Like with me potentially looking at something, right? And come on. Yeah, he can do a lot of damage. He can tank a super attack. So you're saying he's good? Come on. Come on. Could he do it consistently? No. I mean, I thought he could. I mean, the damage that people are talking about, like, you know, it's Super Vegito existing, and it's like Gohan's damage. He looked like a child next to Super Vegito, of course, right? If he performed like how he did on Zack Steel, the whole fight he'd be broken. I mean, that is true. That is true. That is true. I was showing Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in a battlefield stage. I don't recall. What was that in his video? Let's just double check. I actually don't remember this. Was it just to show off his mechanic? Okay, this is it. Gohan explodes. Okay, so we're in Beerus. Yeah, at the time, this was the fight that I felt like was kind of like one of the standard fights, right? And then like Gohan could perform very well in here, but like Goku and Frieza would get fucking bodied and shit, right? This is the Golden Frieza fight, right? Is what this is? No, wait, what fight is this? Is Whis. Yeah, I think this is Golden Frieza, isn't it? I'm getting lost. It is Golden Frieza. Yeah, that's a gold. Yeah, it goes Whis into Golden Frieza. Yeah. Battlefield fight. I'm sure I did, but I don't remember. No, I went here to show off Gohan and all of his additionals against Bojack. Because remember, Gohan gets an additional for every. And then we end with the KO screen. I'm not super sure. At Battlefield. Huh. I don't know. I don't recall. Who was the really tough Battlefield boss at the time? Was it Metal Cooler? Truth Take coming up. Uh-oh. What, coming up? Oh, I guess after we do the anniversary comparison. Easy A's STR Sign was a super hit. Broly Chan Lemo were as well. So is this character. So is that. Yeah, all the ones listed here are big W's. Whereas 10th Anniversary's got a lot more. Certainly there are misses. I don't like STR Gogeta Super Easy A. I don't like AJL Super Vegito Super Easy A, right? A couple of them I'm not a fan, for sure. 10th anniversary went 8 for 15. Okay. Okay. The ninth anniversary is 5 to 5. The 10th anniversary is 8 to 15. 8 out of 15. 15? Like, you see it, right? Like, I that's it. That's it. Why did the 10th anniversary feel so crazy, so lively? Because they're fucking spamming easy A's and super easy A's at us. That's what we want. Right now, I mean, the Metal Cooler celebration doesn't need fucking 50 super easy A's every week and shit, sure. Even though, I mean, it did have a couple of super easy A's who are solid and shit like that, right? But like, TDC, we definitely needed, like, for this celebration to be as good as it could be, like, we need at least like 2 super easy A's and then like another like sub easy A batch. I think, like, so they did 2 super easy A's and a sub easy A batch or another LR easy A. I think we'd really be on business. That is it. That's it. And I will battle anyone. If you say easy A's aren't content, you're fucking wrong. Done. Conversation's over. Spammed a lot of low quality mid/bad easiest with wonky kits. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna argue. Look at this: STR Kaioken, Trash Man; AGL Super Vegito, Trash Man; STR Gogeta, Trash Man. Int Janemba, you're tripping. That's, people use the fuck out of Int Janemba right now. That you cannot. How dare you? You cannot. You cannot put Int Janemba in this line of characters. No, you cannot. In Janemba next to these fucking bums, man. SDR Kaioken Goku, by the way, is probably the worst character of the year last year. If you would, like, really mix it up and include, like, easy A, like, you know, character, like, main easy A characters like that, along with, like, summonable units and stuff like that, like, I would always kind of, like, worst character of the year, like, I'm looking at, like, what are the summonable characters where they want us to spend money on, right? That's the whole, they want you to use the credit card to get the character, right? But if we'd opened up the easy A's, SCR Kaioken has got to be the worst of the year. He's way worse. Tech Blue Kaioken runs fucking circles around this guy. It's not even close, right? Tech Kaioken is up 50 skyscrapers above STR Kaioken. So, a lot of easy A's that makes him too good to balance the game. Certainly, you could say that the 10th anniversary meta was, like, very strange with, like, the fights and stuff. I mean, I certainly would give you that. 10th anniversary is better than the 9th. Okay. But for unit quality, we could say 9th. Sure, sure. I mean, I think that this, just how strong all 4 summonable LRs does feel very good. I wasn't really a fan of the Gamma's design, but, like, I never called them bad. I don't think. I always was at least, like, what's a good word I could use? I would say fair to them? I think I was. Dokkan should remove Elder Kai's, hidden potential system orbs, and awakening metals. Because they don't serve any purpose. I mean, they're okay. So to kind of, like, streamline the game, make it better for players is definitely a good thing. But I mean, there has to be some type of gameplay loop here, right? Like, okay, like, Kai's and orbs, sure. I think awakening metals are fine. I'm not, you know, some characters, remember when they dropped free to play Nova Shenron, he didn't even awaken? You know, they could do that with some free to play characters, but I think the solution, by the way, grinding a Dokkan Fest takes like 20 minutes. So, like, people, you know, tend to cry about everything. But I think an easy solution, we've talked about this for years. Sometimes the site gets a little hung up. Ah, damn, hold on. What I would say, right, is that you beat this stage, and what is it? You get, like, it's like 3 to 6 medals randomly. You beat this stage, you get 7 medals. There needs to be a third stage with current prime red zone stats, right? So, you know, this, like, there would just be a third stage, the same fight, except this guy's not supering for 157k. He's supering for 18 million, right? and then that would give you like 50 medals or something. That's a good way to do it. And I think it also would lead to it feeling like the game has a little bit more content. I mean, we have these Dokkan events that are always there. They really have gone away from it being content. Back in the day, this was the game's content. Was Dokkan events, right? The OG Broly event, right? They speak of this guy like he's a fucking ghost. This one right here. This is the guy, right? Nowadays, he's a pussy. He does 45,000 damage. And he doesn't even attack for like 3 turns or something like that, right? Something like that. So, um, yeah, what I would say is that we need to just go back to adding I think, a bigger difficulty stage there. I mean, making the game feel a little bit maybe like easier to play with some of those resources does sound kind of good, but like, I mean, I don't know, aren't all gotchas kind of like that? Like, it's just like, how do I word it? Like, it is what it is, man. Like, but I can see the point of it. No one likes having to grind medals. It's annoying. Okay, but you could do this in any like, it's not a Dokkan problem. I hate grinding this shit in Honkai. I hate grinding this shit in whatever game, right? Like, it is what it is. This is so, I'm sorry. If you expect me to pull out tears for grinding for 10 minutes, like, no way. It's a phone game. Okay, so clearly they don't want to remove it. Now, Geppy saved my life. Okay. Um, and Amatsu, right? I mean, it was still, it was kind of, because there's that little window. I don't know exactly how long the Geppy and Amatsu, like, shared era is. But, I mean, we could probably go back at least, like, 6 months or something like that, where it was probably kind of like a dual thing, right? Because Geppy was showing up on all these streams for a while now, right? These videos and these streams and stuff. So, I mean, they certainly, like, for a player like me, like, it's fixed. Like, boom, they did it. But I've heard it's still very frustrating, for players who don't have everything rainbowed. They don't have their units filled up with god equips and shit, right? So, I get it. Let's see. If your characters are not max level for the Awakening, all this, cannot add them to the list. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm sorry, but, like, the link level stuff, I know some people don't like to link level, but I saw, like, bro, like, I don't, like, don't put your busted ass level 1 Link character as a friend. Like, don't do it. No one cares. Like, it's not that tough to link level these characters, I think, on, like, a Dokkan day or something like that. Like, if it's day 1 and you don't have them done, sure. Right? Because I know people will get mad and they'll say, not everyone is a jobless bum like you. Okay, sure. Fine. But, I mean, we get to the next Dokkan day and they're not good to go. Like, come on, man. It does not, like, some of y'all act like it's still 2020 for grinding links. It ain't that bad, right? Yeah, level 50, 10, 20 essay. Yeah, no equips. Take is very hot. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Not a take. Look at my concept. Well, you baited me, so now fuck you. All right, what's next? Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. So I see a lot of talk about this, right? Where it's like, how do I word it? Like, people will say that, like, people just kind of like become like sheep to the stuff I'm saying, right? And just spread my word like gospel. Like, as far as I understand, like, one of the reasons like some of the mods and stuff had such an issue with me on the Reddit was just more so like people like, I mean, what's the word out? Yeah, just like repeating the stuff I'm saying or something like that, and then it's just becoming like a toxic battleground and shit. But I mean, y'all have to understand, like, from my perspective, and I mean, you could ask any creator this. I mean, I guess it's just the way the human mind works or whatever. Like, I usually am not seeing this where it's just like, oh my god, truth dropped the tier list. We bow down. Our opinions have all dropped. I have seen one person say that, but I'm pretty sure it was jokingly. I put a tier list out of it, or no, it was I was. They were like, I'm waiting to form my opinion until Truth drops his tier list. Right, but that's not common. I see people telling me how fucking stupid I am so often, right? Like, it's just how, like, the negative shit is so much louder. I wish I could, like, kind of, like, properly explain it, right? Like, Iron knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? Let's see what they say. So some uses tier list as official confirmation. I mean, certainly sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I mean, but I don't ever pretend like I can't be wrong, right? So just yep, this is true. This is true. This is true. I don't disagree with this at all. Face community biggest member. Word isn't gospel, opinions are just sad opinions. Sure. I'm not arguing with this at all. Don't agree with Blue Goku at 6. I think he's 5. Oh, okay, but that's also not. Who cares? That's okay. That's one thing the community could do better. You see someone drop their tier list and you go, "Oh my God, Blue Goku is at 6. He should be 5." It's like, come on. Like I am very chill. I'm just like okay, like I look at the tier list, looks good. Like there's spots I would change all over, but it looks fine. It's not until I see like a roadie tier list where it's like, oh, that's TEQ UI Goku in the fucking top 10 2 years after he came out. Okay, well I don't really agree with that. Right, like something like that. Put Beast at 4, Metal Cooler at 20. Okay. Still a top 5 unit. They're close. They've become very overhated. Yeah, it's crazy. They are. I remember like it kind of becoming like that with TEQ Ultimate Gohan too. People were so fucking mad at how good TEQ Ultimate Gohan was in Red Zone. There was a lot of players, especially the damage players. Oh my God. Some of those APT players, I'll never forget. Remember, private server players are stupid. Sorry. You know, it just is what it is. I remember there on the private server, there was a tweet. I could pull it up. I've got it in my bookmarks. We played for hours and we could not get this shitty character to work in Red Zone. And then me and Minato do it. I think Minato did it on his first try and I did it on my second try. Right? Bro, I gotta, hold on. I gotta find this, man. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. Not to blast Sora. I like Sora. I like Sora. But Sora, Sora tended to go a little bit more APT heavy, if you know my drift, right? They suck donkey dick against Red Zone Broly, and they're terrible for hour. And me and Minato, like, bro, you just have to know what you're doing. Oh, okay. Man, yeah. Bro, they did not like TEQ Gohan. Yeah, bro. Alright, here, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Yeah, Blue Goku is still sick. He's around top 5-ish level. I probably would have Blue Goku. Like, if we include TURs, I mean, Metal Cooler is definitely better. I might like Deborah better. Maybe. Maybe. I think Deborah and Blues are probably actually kind of close. But yeah, Blue Goku is still kind of like in like the top 10 or something like that. Truth is too mean to Iron Cane. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes I'm a little, I feel like I get a little harsh to him, but you guys do not know, bro, some of the bullshit he does. Wait, what is this? Truth One Handle Breakers season 2 out of 4 Iron after fighting a pre-made as Raider. Oh, I gotta send this to him. But bro, okay, anyway, listen, Iron gives it right back to me. These days, I type in the stream, I just say something very innocent. Hey, best bud, how's the stream going? And he's screaming at me, biting my head off. Happens all the time these days, man. I am in fear to ever talk when that guy is playing Legends, man. Best believe. Animation tier list. Okay. Little subjective. I'm probably not going to touch this too much, but sure. Okay. No, I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I think Broly. I liked Broly much better than the Gammas. It's not the end of the world though, right? Because all 4 were good, but I'm taking Broly over the Gammas in 9th anniversary. Oh, we're at the end. Oh, this was a fun one. Kefla deserves an. No, stop. Listen. I speak for everyone when I say we are so on board and ready for LR Kefla. Yes, but I mean it's not like Kid Buu. I think is like a real thing, whereas like Kefla doesn't seem as big of a deal. We're definitely ready for a new Kefla though, for sure. I'm totally down with LR Kefla, right? Kid Buu has had 3 Dokkan Fests and Kefla has had 2. Right? I remember this is not showing TEQ Kill and Khalifa, who do count. Kefla is neglected. Yeah, I mean, so we had a Kefla Dokkan Fest in 2020 and a Kefla Dokkan Fest in 2021. Nothing since? Yeah, we definitely are due. There's a number of characters we are due for. Namek Super Saiyan Goku, perfect sell. Kefla could be added to the list. Bojack. I think you could definitely put Kaioken Goku, Saiyan Saga Goku in there. I think the Bojack movie Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is another character, right? There's a number of kind of like, notable characters that do need units. But like, I mean, Kefla is not above Kid Buu in the LR. Like, she's not. Like, it's just like we know this. But Kefla does need an LR. Yes, I'd be very happy, if Kefla has like the Christmas Carnival or something. I feel like Kefla could be the Christmas Carnival, right? I would believe Kefla's the Christmas Carnival too before Kid Buu. Kefla seems much more like Kefla is a baddie fusion Super Saiyan character, right? So like, she could hit a big slot. I remember I was very excited when she was in V Jump, right? When we knew Kefla was coming. Yeah, that was fun. 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 Yeah, so shout out to the LR Tech Turles plus. Yeah, so this used to be the account that was Tech GT Pan, but then they kind of added Turles to the account when Turles came out. Turles is very good, so I understand. Shout out to Sora too. I like Sora. I don't know. This is just always a really silly. Me and Minato laugh about this moment all the time. Just so silly, so unbelievably silly right there. Come on, come on, come on. All right, Angels. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.